guys, Andrea here from Night Constable. Welcome back to the next episode of What Do You Recommend? Alright, so first we dive straight into the question from Calvin Chan. So hi Nightcall SG, I work as a travel photographer and I need a handy light for night navigation, working lights while handling my camera gears, and safety lights. What lights from Nightcall do I need? Three kinds of lights. One is a handy light for night navigation, working lights for handling camera gear, so something hands off, hands free, something of a flood nature, and the last one will be safety light, so maybe a beacon light, something red, so people don't walk into your tripod. Alright, so we dive straight into the first light, which is for night navigation. Now we've done a bunch of videos on previously on the ultimate travel light. So what would that look like? It would be the MT2A. Alright, so AA batteries. You can find these batteries anywhere overseas as well. You literally can't go wrong with this. Good throw for you to get to where you are. So once you reach that place, then you start to go into the what do you need for setting up your gear. So one of the best lantern style floodlights we recommend is the LR50. Alright, now the most impressive thing about this is not only a floodlight, it is also a power bank. Okay, you can literally use this to charge your phones and whatever devices or even camera batteries, So within this is actually two 1X650 batteries. So here I have the 3500 double batteries in there. So this gives you a capacity of 7000 milliampere, so close to a 10,000 milliampere power bank. Okay, so look at the LEDs. There are 9 high CRI LEDs here. So 3 here, 3 on top, and 3 on the other side. So what this gives you is, when you just pop this back in, make sure it clicks. Alright, so what this gives you is all 360 degree lantern light. So let's turn it on. Alright, can you see the LEDs? It emits out from here, top and bottom. And if you want to change brightness, just click either buttons. Okay, so this is 250 lumens. Alright, it runs for 10 hours. Alright, 10 hours on 250 lumens. This is very, very long. Okay, so if you have a tripod, there's a hook on the bottom. You can just set up all your gear under your tripod, and then it's the perfect kind of lantern light for you. This is also magnetic, so if you have working beside a vehicle or anything like this can also stick to anything magnetic. So on 10 hours, it actually runs 9 LEDs. But if you only run 3 LEDs, it effectively goes on to 30 hours. So this is a light that will last you many nights working overseas that you don't have to charge it. Alright, now with the lights blacked out, I'm going to show you how it looks like to use the LR50. Okay, here you go. So whenever you turn this on, it always goes on to the lowest mode, which is 6 lumens. Then as you cycle through, okay, 65 lumens up to 250 lumens. So you can see this is a 360 degree flood now. All the LEDs are on, all 9 LEDs. If I want to change it to 1 only, there you go. So now you can have it just a tip for navigation. Okay, this is useful for that. Change it again. Now it's just the side. Okay, only one side has light. There you go. So it's good for this kind of work, directional reading, this kind of thing. Okay, so just put it in front of you, then you can sort your gear. Second mode is, of course, tip and bottom. Okay, so something like this. If you want to point down and point in front of you to set up something like this, you can do this as well. This is kind of directional. The last one is, of course, the 360 version. Now we dive into the functions of this. So earlier I mentioned this was also a power bank. So here's where the ports are at the bottom. Here, this yellow tab. Let's pull it open. There you have your USB and micro USB. So micro USB is to charge the batteries inside this power bank or lantern, what you call it. So they call this a camp bank. So you go camping, you use this as a lantern and a power bank / camp bank. Alright, so one of the best users for this would be to charge your, let's say, camera batteries, so something like this. So I'm using a Canon charger here. So you can just plug this in here, and then I have a backup charger for my Canon batteries. Alright, look at that. Okay, so I'm charging my camera batteries from this lantern power bank. You can also charge and have it on. So just press double, there you go. Okay, see, so now it is charging and you can still have this power bank used as a light. Alright, so it's very functional, very effective. This, especially as a photographer, you have tons of devices where you need charging and all that. You can also charge your phone with this. Alright, so even while it's on, I'm going to charge my phone. So on the back, USB cable in, phone. Alright, there. So now you see that I'm charging my phone with this cam bank and I can still have it on, right? Incredibly flexible, right? So this is one of the best tools to use as a safety light as well. For safety, I would, have it at a low brightness, maybe even have it only at one of these. Hang it at where your gear is, your gear pack, and then so it's still very visible that people can see where your stuff is. You can also go into the blinking modes, which are these, the double press turn on. One more time, this is beacon, now this is SOS. Alright, so you can leave it as this, as a warning signal or whenever you're in trouble, or just as a marker to this is my gear, to remember where I left it. Alright, so that's it. This is the LR50. Very, 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 very useful piece of lantern light for all kinds of campers, photographers, anything where you need to have a light on for very, very long hours. This is one of the longest runtime lights ever because of the double battery. And if you need to charge your stuff, okay, this is very, very useful. Because the next light we're going to run is the LA30. Alright, this is more of a, not very well known because we never really pushed this light, but in your situation, this is perfect as a safety light. So it works the same as the LR50, also high CRI light. So just press it on, okay, press and hold to turn on, then as you want to go brighter, just cycle through the different brightness. Okay, this is also 250 lumens high CRI light. So this, if you want to use either of these lights for photography, yes you can, because high CRI is perfect for mimicking portrait light. You also have your hook at the bottom. Okay, so if you want to hang, so the functions are the same. All the lantern lights have the same function. Also magnetic. Look at that. Okay, so if you want to attach it to anything magnetic, you can. Now the better thing about this is, of course, you have your red light. So to get into your red light access, there's double press here. Yeah, so this is red light low, red light high. So this 40 lumen flood red light, it gives you, if you're doing astrophotography like the previous video covered, this is perfect for that. Okay, have it at your gear, just stick it there and then, it doesn't affect your vision. Also red light blinker, so this is perfect if you're going to use this as a safety light. Okay, just put it at where your gear is and it's impossible to miss, right? it just blinks red like this. Okay, so this is LA30 on lowest mode. Okay, also high CRI light, second, and highest at 250 lumens. Okay, same as that, you can either magnetically stick this somewhere or open the hook and hang it somewhere. Okay, one of the best things is, of course, that if you look at the battery compartment below, not only is there a built-in battery in this light, which you can charge from this micro USB port here, that it also runs on AA, two AA batteries. So I'm just gonna unscrew this part here and pop this entire thing off. There, look at that. Okay, it runs on two AA batteries. Okay, so what this gives you is double fuel. So if you're overseas and you can't find a charging for the LR50, a charging port, or to charge your 165 batteries, and you're stuck in a place where you only have AA batteries, you can live on this. This runs on AA batteries. So if you use AA batteries inside, it will drain a AA battery first, 3 hours on a AA battery, and another 4 hours on the built-in 1800 milliampere battery. The built-in battery pack is lined just under the AA battery. You can't see it, you can't access it, it's built-in battery. Okay, dual fuel, incredibly useful for overseas camping and travel and all that. Okay, also the whole thing is waterproof. Okay, you saw the O-ring as I closed it, it seals in the battery, so you don't have to worry about rain or anything like that. So you can just leave this outdoors and you're good to go. Okay, so this is the LA30, LR50. Alright, two of the best photography companion lights, lantern lights that Nikon has ever made, simply because of, especially for travel, the LA30, and for all kinds of charging and maintaining of your photography devices, and as a safety light and as a working floodlight. Perfect. Alright, so there you have it, your primary light for walking around navigation. You can pick the MT2A or any of the newer MH10 version 2 even. Okay, and then as your floodlight and safety lights, you can go for either or just get multiples of this or multiples of this. Alright, that's it. If you have any more questions, just comment down below. MJ signing out.